12 belts, Mone. My goodness, my goodness. Mercedes Mone defeated Mina at AEW WrestleDream for the interim Ring of Honor Women's World Television Championship. So, did she really have to win the championship? Did she really have to do that? I mean, they can do whatever, they can make this stuff up and do whatever. And I get that people are saying Mercedes Moné, with these independent wrestling companies, that she is giving them attention. She's putting the spotlight on them. Maybe they're selling more tickets. I don't know if it's making a huge difference since Mercedes Moné is holding the titles for these various promotions. Maybe is it $100 more in tickets, $200? I don't know, but the thing that I do know is that it's not helping AEW. And I get helping a smaller promotion or smaller promotions. I'm all about that. I think that's great. But her being the champion or having these 12 belts, and what? Maybe because she has the AEW TBS Championship, the Ring of Honor, the CMLL. I believe that Tony Khan, he has a relationship with them, and then the other belts is what is the reason, and I get it. She has all these championships. She's the greatest, and now she's going to face Chris Statlander for the women's AEW championship. So can she finally, can she win the big one? And I don't think she's going to win. I don't think she should be Chris Statlander, but you never know with the booking in AEW sometimes. And then, after she loses the title or loses the match against Chris Statlander, oh, Mercedes Moné, she's not that good, even though she has all these championships. So is that the story? I don't know, but I do know that it's not helping AEW. And Mercedes Moné, I know some people were saying that she's one of the greatest wrestlers, female wrestlers. I don't see it. She's not good on the mic. Her promos are just horrible. And and I will say this, I do like her matches, some of her matches, but after a while, all the matches look the same. Once you have seen one or two matches, they all are the same. So I think I actually think she's overrated. And the fact with her promos, she just seems so phony and so fake. And she's been wrestling for so many years, so you would think that she would be better and just more, convincing. Yeah, we know that this is scripted and hey, they make this stuff up, whatever. But can't you be, a little more realistic? Get me into this storyline, make me believe that you're actually this conceited character, you're narcissistic, you're a big star, you know it all, you can beat everyone. I don't believe it with her because she's not doing a good job, with this character, so I just don't get it. She looks like a star, she has to look down, but her promos, it's not doing it for me. So I don't get this, or having all these championships because, like I said, it's not doing anything for AEW. People are not saying, hey, I can't wait to see that Mercedes Moné match. Oh my God, she's going to defend this other championship and that championship. And also with the ratings, she's not, it's not must-watch TV when she's on screen. When she's on screen, to me at least, and a lot of other people feel this way, they're like, okay, when is she going to get off? When is she going to get off? When is her segment going to be done? Because sometimes it's just really cringy, So it's just like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. I don't think that this, whatever if you want to call it, storyline is good. I think it's just really horrible and it's just pretty terrible. So we shall see what happens, with Mercedes Moné. And I know that she's going to be teaming with Miss Athena. They're going to try to win the women's tag team championship. And if it was something like, okay, Mercedes Moné having the TBS championship, which I feel like she has had the title for just way too long. But let's say, okay, she's TBS champion, then she wins the tag team championship with Athena. I would have been fine with that. And maybe if she had the CMLL championship, I'm like, okay, but all these other belts, it's just too much. And it just becomes a bunch of nonsense. So that's how I feel. Please let me know. How do you feel about Mercedes Mone, that is, having all these championships? And is she the greatest? Is she one of the greatest female wrestlers? I don't think so. Please let me know.